Do you believe this, Isaiah? Do you believe it's possible for an individual to be addicted to Tinder?
Addicted seems like a strong word.
Compulsive? Can Tinder bring out compulsive behavior in somebody?
What's kind of like a never-ending little thrill.
Yeah.
You never know what's coming next.
You never know. And I have here at least one person who has had to seek treatment for his Tinder addiction. His name is Ed Turner. He's 27 years old. He's from the UK. And he recently had to find therapy because he claims he was addicted to Tinder. He would swipe 500 times a day.
500 is a crazy number. He has the unlimited pass.
He has to.
He's paying.
I was thinking, how much is this guy paying?
He's paying extra money for that unlimited amount of swipes.
But you know what? If you're paying, that's a sign of addiction, isn't it?
Could be so.
If you're paying for something that could easily also be free to you, that's a gateway at least. And so he was saying he was swiping at least 500 times on Tinder per day. And here's what's crazy. He says he had no intention of actually meeting or dating any of the women that he was swiping on Tinder. So now you're starting to think like, so what was the point? The point was he was addicted to the rush that he would feel when anybody would like his profile.
Oh, when he got a match?
When he got a match, that's what he was. That was the dopamine hit he was looking for. And it didn't matter if it went any further than that. In fact, it sounds like he didn't want it to go any further than that. All he wanted was to get other people to like him. And so obviously detrimental. He said validation from others was the only thing keeping me going. And so eventually he had to seek out treatment because you can't go through life swiping 500 times on Tinder per day and never getting a date.
And you have to think, like, he doesn't want a girlfriend. He doesn't want to go on dates. He just wants the high of people thinking that he's attractive. That's his whole thing.
Apparently, he says he did go on to say, if a person didn't respond to me or didn't message me in the first place, it would crush me. I would get highs when I was getting a lot of matches with people that I found attractive, but it will always be followed by a crash because it's not sustainable.
So he's went through this a couple times.
Yeah.
It said he ended up actually starting a relationship with a girl he met offline, of course, in person.
Yeah.
But he still couldn't quit thinking about the apps. Made him feel like
Dangerous.
a bad partner. He said, I didn't do anything I never talked to a woman while I was in that relationship, but it did have an effect on me. That relationship ended.
Uh-huh.
No surprise. And then he went straight back to the apps again.
Oh. He had a traumatic experience, and then, and then it reared its head again. This is a cautionary tale. You might not be swiping 500 times a day, but I feel like these apps, they can mess with your head a little bit.
You can't pay for it. You definitely can't pay for it.
That's a sign. If you're considering paying for it, that's a sign you're relying too much on it. You're too reliant, and you need to look elsewhere. It's not like there's not many free options. You can, right? Couldn't you just use up all of the free swipes on different profiles? It all adds up. You don't have to pay.
Paying.
Yeah. I don't like it from a mental health standpoint, from a relationship standpoint, and from a financial standpoint. If you start paying for apps, it's a problem.
If you like that video, there's a ton more. Go check out our past videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.